on the release of BJP's poll manifesto. Elections are starting on the 19th of April, and there are some significant promises that Bharatiya Janata Party has made to 140 crore Indians. PM Modi saying, "Your ambition, my mission." Let me go over to my colleague Vasudha Venugopal, who was there while the manifesto was being released. Vasudha, to you, what are the 5 things that really stood out in this, in the promises that Bharatiya Janata Party has made through their Prime Minister?
Well, Rika, it is in direct contradiction to what the Congress does. The Congress actually, talks about doles, financial assistance to unemployed youth and also to women. But the BJP manifesto is basically, more of a visionary, like they claim, and it's also a futuristic document, is what they say. It basically has these large areas of focus. It talks about making India a global hub for manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and also semiconductors. It talks about ecotourism. It talks about water metros. But more importantly, there is a lot of emphasis on women's health, because it says that it will start a special campaign to counter cervical cancer. In the sense, India has seen, high number of women getting infected by cervical cancer, and then, you also have the osteoporosis and also breast cancer screening. The manifesto also talks about, increasing the quality of education, at the same time improving infrastructure of the country. It says, the Prime Minister just said that, there'll be bullet trains, not just in the west of India, which has already come up, but also in east, south and north of India. There'll also be Namo trains and also Amrit trains, apart from the Vande Bharat trains, which have actually been making a lot of, they've been very popular in the last few years. Apart from that, what is important here is that the Prime Minister today said that work on the first 100-day agenda has already begun, and the work on this manifesto, which basically is largely a roadmap for Viksit Bharat 2047, will begin immediately after the 4th of June. And Rika, let me tell you that in 2019, when the government was formed, the first 100 days were very, sort of politically active, because we saw the CAA, we saw Article 370 abrogation, we also saw the Ram Temple judgment, and then subsequently a committee being put in place, and also UAPA and couple of other laws being brought in place. So Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, actually gave us a hint that the first 100 days of the government, once it is back, and this government is extremely confident that it is going to come back, that work will start. The Prime Minister started his speech by saying that Modi guarantee is basically a guarantee that all guarantees of his will be fulfilled. In fact, the 76-page manifesto is centered around Modi ki guarantee and on Viksit Bharat. It has a lot of emphasis on youngsters, the Mudra loans, the entrepreneurship launch. It's a flagship program of the government. That loan limit has been increased to 20 lakh. Ayushman Bharat will also see all 70 plus people being part of it. Transgenders are going to be part of it. Remember, the Congress party actually promised civil unions for LGBTQ couple. So this is the BJP government saying that all transgenders will be part of the Ayushman Bharat, and they will have an health insurance of 5 lakh plus. So that is going to be important. Other than that, there is a lot of emphasis on farmers. Kisan Samman Nidhi remains the same, but the Prime Minister said that there will be expansion in the cooperative societies, and drone Didis and Lakpati Didi, something that the Prime Minister has very passionately followed. This is empowering women through skills, technology training and financial literacy. He said that number will go up to 3 crore. This is one way of empowering women. So in some ways, this document is called Sankalp Patra. It's in contradiction to the Nyay Patra of the Congress, and even RJD has come up with something like the Parivartan Patra. DMK has come up with a document that talks about federalism and abolition of CAA. The ideological promises here that have been made by the BJP. Remember, in 2019, the party talked about a phased implementation of NRC. Here, this time, it emphasizes on CAA and the complete implementation of CAA, and ensuring that every person who has Indian roots, and somebody who is basically, who has been discriminated for, for his religion, discriminated against for his religion, in India's neighborhood will get citizenship. There is also, a mention of UCC, which basically says that the Prime Minister also said that this will be in nation's interest that the UCC gets implemented across the country.